improvements tonight in these past couple games and what he's been to you guys so far?
He's been a ton to us. His energy he's bringing on the defensive end has been spectacular. And I really think after that Xavier game, we've really seen him pick up in confidence. Obviously, he hit a big three tonight. But the way he's getting through ball screens, the way he's making plays in the gaps, he had the big block on the breakaway tonight. I think that's multiple good games he's strung together, and that's what we expect out of him. We expect him to kind of be our defensive stopper. I think he's a little bit of an underrated passer, and I think we saw that tonight probably in the first half. But he's earned these minutes, and he's earned them in crunch time, and obviously I think Kent State and UW are our prime examples.
Brian, with Julian leading you guys in rebounds tonight, just what has that been kind of a focal point of him crashing the boards a little bit more this year, and how has he been able to up his rebounding game, especially this season?
It's definitely something we've talked a lot about. With that being said, he's a pretty good natural rebounder. Obviously, he's springy. He's got a great nose for the ball, but it's something that we've talked a lot about. I thought at points he rebounded well last year, but you also had Chet in there, so there wasn't going to be a lot to go around. So we've talked about that. And then we've played some really good rebounding teams, too, where we've had to do some interesting things with our bigs, maybe just getting their guys out of there. And Julian coming in, and he's been really good flying in there. But obviously, really important ones tonight. I thought that putback was kind of broke it and gave us some big momentum in the second half.
Efton got an early shift for you guys tonight and really kind of produced in his few minutes. What have you seen from his development in the system, and what did he give you guys tonight, too?
I told him how proud I was of him. His development behind the scenes has been really good. He's been going to work in practice. He's been scoring. He's been doing some really good things. And this week with the zone and kind of how they position, we thought that there would be a role for him. And we had to get Drew a break. Taun had 2 fouls, so he got his number called, and he really delivered. And then that's hard because obviously his minutes have been minimal or inconsistent here lately. And for him to come in and he hit the hook, he had the huge putback. He really delivered. It was a really good night for Efton, and I'm proud of him because he had to be ready when his number was called, and he was.
Defense on Brooks tonight. What did you make of that? I know he got off at the end, but not when it was on.
Fantastic. That was a huge key for us coming into the game. I think Anton Watson deserves a ton of credit for that. I know his numbers aren't always eye-popping, but you go through who Anton's guarded, and he's literally guarded everyone 1 through 5 this year. He had those early fouls, but I thought he did a good job, but it wasn't him alone. We talked about our help side defense, and I thought we had some really good help side plays on him. Rajir's come to mind on some good help sides. And then, Ben and Drew took shots at it too and did a good job. So I thought for the most part we really limited him, and I thought that was a huge key because obviously he's a special player and statistically is their leader.
Coach, even with the early turnover issues, you guys only allowed 11 points off those turnovers. Is that hustling back, or what all goes into that?
Yeah, a couple of those were dead ball turnovers, which helps. That's important to limit it. I thought we got back okay in transition early. Hunter's block I spoke about earlier was incredible in transition. But yeah, we did have some early turnovers. The thing I liked about that, you mentioned, whatever, they had 11 points or whatever it might be. We didn't let our offensive issues impact our defensive issues, and that's important for any group. But I think earlier in this year there were some times where our offensive execution impacted us defensively, and that didn't happen tonight. That first half was really good defensively and analytically one of our better halves.
Drew's ability to draw fouls keeps changing games, every game it seems like. Particularly in that first half, how did that influence what you guys did?
It's huge. We take that kid for granted. He had 22 and 7 again, but I talk about it. People are probably sick of hearing about it. 9 drawn fouls, and May is a legit shot blocker. He's a big kid in there in the middle of that zone, and he changes it. And Drew came in and picked up those fouls. Maybe we weren't scoring, but that sent him to the bench. Then Grant got a couple, and then they had to put Brooks in there, and I thought that was part of what helped us on Brooks is he had 3 fouls in the first half. So again, Drew's production, you look at that stat line, it's out of this world, but his ability to draw fouls is like nothing I've ever been around, and it's a big part of our offense.
What about his defense? He had 4 steals in the first half. I think that tied him career high. Does he do that pretty often in practice, and what does it do for you guys when he's playing that well on Adam?
Oh, it's huge for us. I think quietly, because his offensive production is so spectacular and his rebounding has been really good this year, I think his defense starting with the Xavier game has been really good, and it obviously just makes us better as a unit when you have him out there. He's active. He's been getting his hands on a ton of balls. He has good hands, so he can get out in those lanes. But the other thing I think that was big with that is he got those early. That's part of how we got a foul on Mayo, was on that break, and we were struggling offensively, so we had to get some stops, and he really flew around. So the last 3 or 4 games have been a really nice uptick for him defensively, and obviously with the steals tonight was really important.
Quick scouting report on Northern Illinois. What do you see from them, and what kind of challenges will they pose for you guys on Monday?
Yeah, they're got some really, really aggressive quick guards. Again, I feel like there's been some themes to this year, and obviously Baylor had that, Kent State had that, but they got some guards that can really, really shoot the ball, and that's how they get you spread out, and then they have an ability to take you off the bounce. They play a really, really deep rotation, so we're going to have to be really dialed into personnel and what they're doing. And then defensively, they've mixed it up, but they've had long stretches of pressure and picking up full court. So obviously we're going to have to handle the ball in the full court and take great care of it. But, we got to get these guys some rest here before Monday, but this stretch just keeps coming, and that's another really important one for us.
Any more settled in about halfway through the first half?
That zone throws a lot of problems, it's something that you're not used to seeing every night. So, we've been prepping for it the last few days, and we knew, it was going to cause us a little bit of problems. But, we just had to, calm down, take a step back, make the simple play, and, find guys in their spots. And I feel like, shots started falling. We knew that was going to happen. Everybody was missing a couple that, they usually make. So, we knew the shots would eventually fall, and just being calm and being poised.
What is it about that zone that keeps you from, as you said, making a simple play?
They're just really good at, jumping out in the passing lanes, super anticipatory. The easy one more, isn't there. You kind of got to fake a pass to make a pass, simple, back to grade school when everybody used to say fake a pass, make a pass. That was really true tonight. So, they're just out in the lanes and, trying to muck everything up. And I think we did a good job of, finding Drew down low, and that kind of got us going.
How about turning around the turnovers too? I think after the start, what went into that?
Like I said, just really just making a simple play and, not trying to, make a home run play, force it into our high post, kind of just move the defense around, and then that'll open up something that'll get us a shot that we like, whether it was, getting time in the post for a little floater or hitting him and he can dump down one more. I think we just did a good job of just settling into the game, and, it was a crazy atmosphere, so it took us a second, but I'm proud of the guys.
Anton, 44 points in the paint. That's not easy against the zone. What do you feel like offensively led to that?
I just think spacing out. When Efton came in, he got straight to the basket and it looked easy. So I think we just kept going to it. Drew started to heat up, and once Drew starts to heat up, it opens everything up. So I got some dump down dunks, and then he dished out the three. Yeah, just opened a lot of things up.
Anton, you mentioned Efton coming in. That seemed to be a real spark for the offense. I think it was, if I might count, 5 possessions, 9 points scored while he was in there. How big is it for a guy like him to get a moment like that?
Oh, that's big time, man. I think we all love to see it. We know he's capable of doing that, and he came in and just basically said, like, I'm gonna get straight to the hoop, and yeah, he got some quick buckets, and it kind of sparked the whole team in that first half. So yeah, we love to see that.
Hunter, you had the defensive possession against Kent State where you kind of guarded 4 guys on one play, and then had obviously a few plays today. What's your confidence like coming out of this week?
Just coaches always tells me to go out there and make plays. So that's really what I've been trying to do, just trying to figure out how I can help my team win. And it's really been defense and just a lot of energy into it. So, yeah, hopefully I continue that little run.
That sequence where you block the shot, run down, and then you get the tough layup, it's really highlighting how good of a player you can be on both ends. What is it making a play like that, confidence level give for you?
It for sure gives me confidence, and it provides energy for my team, like I said, and that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to come off the bench and be that spark. So, I'm trying to just keep settling into that role and then keep providing.
And Tom, how was it? You drew Brooks as the assignment tonight. You had Oscar and the guys at Texas, Baylor. How was this different? What did you try to do with him?
Honestly, we were just trying to help. Like, everyone just help off him because He doesn't really have too much assists, but we know he's an aggressive driver and he wants to get to the rim. So my teammates were in help, like Rossier, he got a couple steals, and yeah, that was just big time. That was basically our game plan with him, but just staying solid with him. I took a charge, but yeah.
Anton Drew had 4 steals, I think, all in the first half. Did you know that he had hands like that? He doesn't do much, but
He had 4 steals?
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
That's tough,
It was
yeah.
on for show.
Hey, man, if he's doing that, we unstoppable.
Facts.
Because their defense all around was awesome today. So yeah, we like to see that. Okay, Drew.
How does it feel to beat the Huskies of the Washington guy who's grown up watching UW football, basketball? You played them 4 years ago, I think. So
Yeah,
what does it feel like to be 2-0?
It feels good. It's always competitive when we play them. Last time we were at UW, it was like one of the loudest atmospheres I've been in. So we brought it over here, and then the first time I seen them play was when Rui hit the game winner. So every game that they played against each other, or we played against each other, it's just been super competitive. And yeah, I'm happy we got the dub.
I was hoping to ask Drew this, but I feel like you guys might have some good commentary on it. I noticed his shoes are all torn up.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a while. Is it like superstitious? You know, is that just Drew being Drew?
I mean, I think we got those shoes last summer. Like,
It was before last season.
So we've had those for a while now. I think we wore them in the team picture last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had those all summer, and I think we were just talking about it the other day. He said there's a lot of buckets in those shoes. There's a lot of buckets on those shoes.
Hard to
So
give 'em up.
until they're completely done and he can't play in them anymore, he's gonna wear them. And I remember in the Xavier game they came off his feet. Yeah, but he's not giving them up.
Yeah.
He drew, I think they had 10 fouls the first half. He drew 8 of them. And it seemed like he put their whole front court in foul trouble. How does that kind of change the game if they're playing subs and you go to work on those guys?
I mean, that was an emphasis all week. Was just I feel like we can get the ball to Drew and he can get those bigs out of there. Unfortunately, one of their big men went down. I think it was last game. I think he had tore his ACL. Praying for a speedy recovery for him. But we knew that they were light at the position, so that if we give Drew the ball and he could hit dude with 3 pump fakes and get 2 fouls quick, that they wouldn't really have no more answer the rest of the game, and it worked to perfection. So.
Time for one more for the guys.
Hunter, kind of a light night for the bench tonight, but you were able to come off the bench and provide that spark, especially in the second half. You got a lot of minutes. Just getting that time on the floor with these guys, how much is that helping you and getting you to that next level in your game?
I mean, like I said, it gives me confidence for sure. These guys give me confidence, and I just got to go out there, play with energy, and hopefully I get the same result every time. So, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.